Hi, I'm David Henson, Managing Partner of HensonFuerst Attorneys, serving all of North Carolina. I've done a couple of videos in the past regarding health insurance liens and rights of reimbursement, which are designed to help you make the best decisions possible regarding your personal injury case, including what to do about outstanding medical bills and how they may affect your case. Today, I want to take those videos one step further and update you on a recent change under the law that affects all personal injury or wrongful death cases that occurred after October 1st, 2011. In a nutshell, the legislature made some dramatic changes to the law that may radically affect your case and will likely reduce the value of your case, so listen up. In legal circles, the new law is something called billed versus paid. Under the old law, people injured in a negligence case could submit the full amount of their medical bills, the billed amount, to the defendant's insurance company, or, if the case was to be heard in court, to a judge or jury. It didn't matter if you had health insurance or Medicare or Medicaid or any other insurer that paid on your medical bills. The amount that you could submit as damages was still the full amount of the bills that were sent to you by your doctors and hospitals. But for all cases that occurred after October 1st, 2011, you can no longer submit the full billed amount in cases where there is some sort of health insurance paying the bills behind the scenes. Instead, you can only submit what was actually paid or will be paid on the bills. Hence the name billed versus paid. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but let me explain why this is bad news for people who've been injured. If you recall from these previous videos, we talked about health insurance adjustments, which are essentially write-offs that a doctor or hospital had to take because they contracted with the health insurance company to accept that kind of insurance. Under this new law, you can no longer recover from those write-offs. You can only submit what was actually paid or what is actually outstanding currently. How might this affect your compensation? Let's go through an example. Assume you're in a car wreck and you have a $10,000 medical bill from the hospital. Fortunately, you have some sort of health insurance, maybe Blue Cross Blue Shield, or Medicare or Medicaid, and they pay $5,000 of that $10,000 bill. Then, you maybe have a copay of, let's say, $1,000 that is still outstanding. The other $4,000 is then written off by the hospital under the adjustment. Under the new law, you can no longer submit the entire amount of the $10,000 bill. You can only submit the $5,000 that your health insurance company paid and the $1,000 that you are still responsible for paying, for a total of $6,000. Your case is now worth $4,000 less than it was under the old law. Why does that matter? Well, insurance companies and juries consider the amount of medical bills as one of the factors when they are determining how much a defendant's insurance company should pay to compensate you for your injuries. The end result is that you, in all likelihood, are going to be paid less than you were prior to the October 2011 law change. In this case, paid less somewhere in the amount of $4,000, I would guess. Aside from your case now being worth less, you know what the real kicker is? All this new law does is make more money for car insurance companies. They now have to pay you less for the same injuries just because you have health insurance. The law doesn't care that you've been the one paying your health insurance premiums all along. The savings created by this new law don't go to keep the public safe or to help keep the cost of health care down. The savings go into the already deep pockets of some huge insurance company. I'm not here to tell you the law is fair. For the average person, it simply isn't fair. If you agree that this change is an outrage, then call your state congressman and senator and tell them that you oppose the billed versus paid legislation and that you want it repealed. Tell them that all they're doing is making insurance companies richer and innocent victims poorer. To find the contact information for your state representatives, go to this website for the North Carolina General Assembly. There you can find out who represents you and how you can reach them for this and any other topic that's on your mind. For more information about health insurance liens and reimbursement, we have provided links to other videos in our library, or you can visit our website at lawmed.com. This is David Henson of HensonFuerst Attorneys. If you have questions, we have answers.